Hi everyone, welcome to Leading Experts. I'm Grayson Foster and thank you for joining me. What is the world's highest paid skill? Well, believe it or not, it's public speaking. And my guest today, Steve Siebold, is one of the world's highest paid professional public speakers. Steve is a former professional athlete and national coach. He spent the past 25 years studying the thought processes, habits, and philosophies of world-class performers. Today, he helps Fortune 500 companies increase sales through mental toughness training. Steve is the author of 3 books on mental toughness. His first book, 177 Mental Toughness Secrets of the World Class, sold over 100,000 copies. Steve's national television show, Mental Toughness with Steve Siebold, won the 2007 Telly Award for Most Outstanding Motivational Talk Show. In 1996, Steve attended the world-famous Bill Gove speech workshop and later partnered with Bill to form the Gove-Siebold Group. For the next 5 years, the partners spoke all over the world until Mr. Gove passed away on December 9th, 2001. In 2005, the National Speakers Association awarded Steve the Certified Professional Speaker designation for platform excellence and business success. Steve ranks among the top 1% of income earners in the professional speaking business, and he's with us today to share some of his most powerful professional speaking techniques and how you can use them to catapult your career and increase your incomes. Why is public speaking the highest paid skill?
Well, 95% of the population is terrified of public speaking.
Yes.
So that leaves 5% that are actually out there doing it all over the world, and a smaller percentage of people who are really competent at it. So it's really a tiny percentage of people that do this, and when you have a tiny percentage of people doing anything and they do it well, they're going to be highly paid.
Right, makes perfect sense. So you are currently one of the highest paid professional speakers in the world. Were you ever afraid?
Oh yeah, I was terrified.
Yeah.
I was in love with my 8th grade science lab partner. And she sat across from me, and I was oogling her one day in class, and I didn't see the teacher. He was reading from the science book, and he came behind me, and he slammed the science book down on my desk, and it startled me, and it embarrassed me in front of her, of course, and she, of course, didn't even notice me the whole year anyway, but now I was even further behind with her, and it scared me, and he said, I want you to read, Siebold, I want you to read the next chapter, and I just froze. I mean, I just froze, and I couldn't read it. And then he embarrassed me, and he said, sit down. And literally for the next 4 years, I was terrified to go to class because I thought I would have to read and I would be embarrassed again.
Isn't that funny? So obviously you've gotten over that fear.
It was terrible. I mean, it's funny now, but it was really a terrifying experience for 4 years.
Yeah. But most people are afraid to speak. I know if you have to speak at a wedding or even, any other event, people are just like, oh my God, don't call on me or don't ask me to do it. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, right.
How many speeches have you given? I'm just interested.
It's a great question. No one's ever asked me the totals. I guess about maybe for paid speeches, probably about 1,000 paid speeches, I suppose, yeah.
Amazing. How do you begin to make money public speaking? So people that are watching today's show, how can they get started?
Well, there's so many ways. If you have a job, for example, become a public speaker, and the visibility you're going to gain, the credibility you're going to gain in the company is going to be fantastic. I mean, it's going to be big. Very few people will do it. Again, small percentage of the people. So you stick out. If you have a career, same thing. If you have a business, use public speaking to generate business and customers. If you're an entrepreneur, same exact thing. And then some people actually, like myself, for example, see the power of public speaking and they say, wait a second. There's actually a group of people that do this for a living. Now, it's a small group of people around the world, but they actually get paid to give speeches, which markets their business on the back end. So you actually get paid to market yourself. It's a pretty good thing.
Yeah. and you also have to travel as well, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because you travel all over the world.
Yeah, you go to the great garden spots of the world. You're going to the resorts, you're going to convention centers around the world. So you're going to all these beautiful places. They pick you up in stretch limousines, they put you in fancy suites, and they treat you like a rock star, for lack of a better way to say it. And not that we're rock stars, but you do get that kind of treatment, and it's a pretty good gig if you can get it.
Okay,
it is, yeah.
We are going to take a look at a clip right now. You gave a speech to 8,000 salespeople in Los Angeles. So we're going to take a look at that clip and then talk about it on the other side.
His book, 177 Mental Toughness Secrets of the World Class, has sold over 100,000 copies. His new book is Coaching 177 Mental Toughness Secrets. Stephen's national television show, Mental Toughness with Steven Siebold, won the 2007 Telly Award for the most outstanding motivational talk show, and he's here in the house with us this morning. In 2005, the National Speaker Association awarded Steve the Certified Professional Speaker designation for platform excellence and business success. As a professional speaker, listen to this, Steve ranks in the top 1% of all income earners worldwide. Is that a big deal? Could you learn something just a little bit from Steven this morning? What do you guys think? He's with us today to share some of the most powerful mental toughness coaching techniques you can use to increase your team's retention and growth rate. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up and help me give me the WFG warmest welcome to our good friend and mentor, Mr. Steven Siebold. Woo! Thank you very much. Thank you.
This is what these people believe. 25 years of interviews. Listen to this. They believe, this is beautiful. They believe this. The universe is conspiring to help me get everything I want. The universe is conspiring to help me get everything I want. Like it's a conspiracy, man. It's a conspiracy. They believe this. This isn't fake. This isn't positive thinking. They have programmed themselves to believe that the universe is conspiring. It's on their side, like they're the chosen one. It's not phony. They believe it, and they've programmed themselves consciously to believe it. And people say in the middle class all the time, which I did exactly the same thing. Oh, that's so ridiculous. Oh, come on, that's so pedestrian. Can't work. Can't be that easy.
All right, so Steve, you are definitely a bit of a rock star for the audience that attended. How does that feel to get up and stand up in front of 8,000 people and talk and motivate them?
Well, it feels great. And I mean, I kid about the rock star piece. But it is an ego, a little bit of an ego-driven thing. And it makes you feel great. You got 8,000 people cheering your name, and you're signing autographs. And that crowd, I signed autographs for maybe 2 hours before the speech, maybe 2 or 3 hours afterwards. And then the next day, so I'm a celebrity, and you're a celebrity when you're a speaker in the actual auditorium, and you walk outside and you can't get a cab.
Yeah.
So because nobody knows you. You're a niche market celebrity, which is just the best because you can live a normal life, but you can also enjoy the benefits of niche celebrity, which helps grow your business more than anything, more the ego-driven piece. It helps you grow your business.
Right. So how does someone get started in public speaking then?
Well, there's a lot of ways. For example, you mentioned fear, of course, which is a big deal. If you're terrified of public speaking, go to Toastmasters. Go to Toastmasters.org. It's a great group. They help for 100 years. They've been helping people overcome the fear of speaking. If you want to be a professional speaker, if you want to get paid to do this, I would do what I did, what most of us have done in this business over the last 60 years, and that's attend the Bill Gove Speech Workshop.
Okay.
It's the most successful program in the history of the business. It's been called the Harvard of professional speaking schools. And its claim to fame is it's trained more million-dollar professional speakers than any program in history. It's amazing.
Okay, and obviously we have your website running on the bottom of the screen, but it's speechworkshop.com.
Speechworkshop.com.
Okay, and that's where people can go and get registered.
Right.
All right. How many workshops do you give a year?
We do about 14 workshops around the United States, and then a couple of workshops in Europe and also in Australia.
And let me just say, anybody can public speak about any topic. Is that correct?
Yes, anyone can do this. I mean, you have to, like any other skill, it takes a little time to learn if you're going to be competent. And then it can be about any topic that an audience is willing to listen to and sees a benefit from.
All right, we are going to take a bit of a break, Steve, so don't go anywhere. Stay with us, everybody. Leading Experts continues right after this.